lekutei lesson 28. Read his own words. Nachman. The sages of Athens said, "Build us a house in the sky." He uttered a divine name and was immediately suspended between heaven and earth. He then said to them, "Bring me bricks and cement from Hassam them." "Who can get up there?" they responded. "And who can build a house between heaven and earth?" he replied. Number one, those who oppose, scorn, and deride the God-fearing. Nanach, nachma, I do so because they receive their torah from Jewish torah scholar demons. These Jewish torah scholar demons receive their torah from demons who possess fallen torah from the fallen Hebrew letter. Regarding these olives, the verse says about King Solomon, he spoke 3,000 parables, and his songs were 5 in the aleph, and aleph, and aleph, 1,000. Solomon attained these 4 olives in holiness, but these Jewish Torah scholar demons attain them by way of the klippos. For this reason, their speech consists entirely of parables, flowery language. For this reason, their speech consists entirely of parables, flowery language, and complex rationale for its sources in these olives. Now, regarding these scholars, the verse says, "It is not enough for you to wear out people, that you also wear out God." Indeed, they wear out the people who come to listen to their lectures and teachings. People think that they will attain some benefit thereby, specifically that they will attain knowledge of God, how to serve Him. These people, though, actually attain nothing, for the torah of these scholars has no power to guide people along the proper path. For nothing good can come from something bad. Furthermore, they wear out God by making it seem that He is impotent to help those who serve Him. Furthermore, they wear out God by making it seem that He is impotent to help those who serve Him. Hence, people fall in this way. Into great heresies, believing that God does not see or understand human behavior. Hence, people fall in this way into great heresies, believing that God does not see or understand human behavior, and thus they do not honor. Hence, people fall in this way into great heresies, believing that God does not see or understand human behavior, and thus they do not honor the God-fearing, but rather scorn and disgrace them. For this reason, shame is referred to as idolatry, as they dedicated themselves to idolatry, literally disgrace. For shame and disgrace are caused by heresies. Number 2, now when the God-fearing suffer from scorn and disgrace from these heretics, what to do is, I am a telas worm and not a human, a disgraced man. The remedy for scorn and ridicule is through the concept of torah, through which one vanquishes one's enemies. This is because torah corresponds to a moharan of faith, about which it is written, "Those who are emunim reared." Those who are emunim reared upon torah, scarlet. This is represented by Abraham, who was the first of the faithful, as in he had faith in God. With the power of Abraham, nanach, nachman meuman, who represents one eliminates and eradicates idolatry. One eliminates and eradicates idolatry, heresies, and ridiculing. One eliminates and eradicates idolatry, heresies, and ridiculing, and overcomes the heretics, as in with the mighty salvation of his right hand. This is because Abraham, who represents kindness, faith, by way of I will not renege, offer, annul. I will not renege on my kindness, nor be false to my faithfulness. I will not renege on my kindness, nor be false to my faithfulness. Overcomes his enemies with this right hand, for he becomes an aspect of warriors. Mitulaim, literally dressed in scarlet. Then with his kindness, he rectifies these fallen olives, as in he does kindness for alafim, literally thousands. Nanach, nachma, meuman. Number 3, but it is impossible to attain kindness other than by way of bringing righteous Torah scholars into one's home. This is because hosting true Torah scholars as guests in one's home is as if one has offered the Talmud daily sacrifice in the temple. As our sages said on the verse, a holy man visits us Talmud regularly by standing over them and serving them. One attains kindness, as in whoever prevents his student from serving him is as if he withheld kindness from him. For this reason the Talmud offering was a kevis lamb, because that is where the rectification of the olives come from. As in, I am like a kevis aluf, a domesticated lamb. This is why serving one's master corresponds to kevis. One is kavush, subservient to one's mentor and serves him. Thus Talmud is numerically 4 times aleph. 4 times 111 is 444. For this is the rectification of the olives. On the other hand, to whom is strife, to whom is siyach, meaning that by way of siyach, the acronym of Chacham, Shindalid Yehudi, a Jewish Torah scholar demon, strife and opposition are caused. This is the meaning of what the sages of Athens said. Build us a house in the sky. This refers to those people who want to establish their service of God based upon the Torah they hear from Jewish scholar Torah demons. For the truth is that they have nothing upon which to stand. It is as if they want to build a house in the sky. These Jewish Torah scholar demons float about as if in the sky and do not stand. On solid ground, just like the demons that fly in the sky. He uttered a divine name and was immediately suspended between heaven and earth. That is the true Torah scholar stands between heaven and earth. As the Targum translates the verse, all that is in heaven and on earth, binding the heaven and the earth, binding the heaven and the earth. He said, bring me bricks and tina from Hasam, that is, their hearts had been penetrated by tina, jealousy, and had become hearts of stone. When the true Torah scholar sees their evil thoughts, he tells them to remove the tina from their hearts, from the heart of stone, and that they should not deny God. This is because tina and a heart of stone come from Hasam, from the fallen Aleph, for they are the numerical equivalent of Hasam. 4 times 11 plus 1, extra for the word, equals 445. Who can get up there? They responded, they were saying, who can raise up the fallen olives? To which he answered, and who can build a house between heaven and earth? Meaning the one who builds his house by following the true Torah scholars. Nach, nachman, nachman, meuman, for they stand on firm ground. Since true Torah scholars are the foundation of everything, Whoever makes his house a meeting place for the sages, building his house is a holy man visits us regularly. Let us make an attic room. Such people raise up the olives. This is alluded to in Aleph, Beis Gimel Dalid, or the rectification of the olives. Is through the base, literally house. Through the one who builds his house between heaven and earth, represented by the Gimel Dalid Zayin Ches, alludes to those who receive their torah from Jewish torah scholar demons, who are referred to as Zavabayin, as in for the demons after whom they go astray. They are the cause of disgrace and scorn, as in the scorn of families. Yechitani terrifies me. This is the ches heivav hoivai heivav hoivavai. This refers to the above outcry and strife. This refers to the above outcry and strife. To whom is strife? To whom is siyach? To whom is strife? To whom is siyavavach? To zahavayin ches. To zayin cheveveveves. Design ches tes yud alludes to goodness that is hidden within. To goodness that is hidden within it. Tes yud alludes to goodness that is hidden within it. For when one hears torah from Jewish torah scholar demons, one must eat the good that is in them. As in Rebbe Meir found a pomegranate, he ate its inside and cast aside the peel. As is written, my son, give me your heart and listen to the words, of the wise, and set your heart to my knowledge. When one does this, one elevates the good that is hidden within them. The fallen olives, hence tes, alluding that its good is hidden within it. The letter tes is formed with a yud in its center into the Zohar 3a, meaning that one should set one's heart to the good hidden within his words. This brings out the yud that is a rectification of the olives. I will praise your name, for you have done Pele wonders. This refers to the Aleph. Aleph is the same letters as Pele. This is the Yod embodied within the Aleph. Furthermore, Yod alludes to praise Oide Yod. This is the Yod embodied within the Aleph. Furthermore, Yod alludes to praise. Yod also alludes to casting aside, as in Vayadu. They threw a stone, referring to the casting aside of the klippe. Until here are the rebbe's own words. Nach, nachman, meuman. We heard from the rebbe's nach, nachman, meuman, holy mouth, that this lesson alludes to all the mystical intentions connected with the section of the Talmud daily offering that we recite in the morning, and he explained this to us a bit. Look in depth into the Kabbalistic sources, and you will see and understand that all the intentions connected with the section of the Talmud are explained in this lesson. The sources explain that the Talmud subdues the klippes of the world of Asiya action, which correspond to idolatry. Holiest burnt offering is numerically equivalent to the divine name embodied in the Ona B'choyach prayer. Oilas. Burnt offering is numerically equivalent to the divine name embodied in the omaaiiinnn prayer. Aleph Beis Gimel Yud Tov Yitzadi 605. Holiest. This name alludes to kindness, as in Avram arose in the morning, and as in don't fear Toilas, worm of Yaakov. In contraposition to this is the klipu of Toila worm, which destroys and consumes everything. For this reason, God commanded to bring the oilas tomid offering, so that the oilas tomid, corresponding to Toilas Yaakov, will overcome the klipa of Toila. But know that any oila corresponds to Leah, which is why the oilas tomid is brought for her sake, to sweeten the judgments connected with her, so that the impure Toilas does not overwhelm and subdue her, and so that Toila is transformed to Oila Habababas. And so that Toila is transformed to Oilas. This is why the verse says, Oilas Tamid, for Tamid is numerically equivalent to the four alephites that Leah takes. All this is explained in the bezH Kabbalah chapter 4. Study this well, and you will see how all this is explained in this lesson. The opposers who scorn the God-fearing come from the fallen olives. The olives of holiness correspond to Leah, but these opposers transform Leah into, is it not enough for you to wear out people, that you also wear out God, making God seem impotent to help? They transform Leah into Loya. They transform Leah into Loya because they draw their sustenance from the harsh judgments of Leah, which are the sores of the difficult klipos that are aspects of idolatry. This is why this lesson speaks about their falling into Hirsi's idolatry. The rectification, I am a Toilas worm and not a human. That is an aspect of the Toilah of holiness that subdues the Toilah of the klipos. This is why this lesson states that this corresponds to Abraham. Abraham, in the sense the above Kabbalistic sources state that the Toilah of the holiness, Oilas Tomid, correspond to kindness. Abraham, who represents kindness within harshness. Thus the lesson cites in the context the verse with the mighty salvation of his right hand, an allusion to kindness within harshness. And thus the main rectification is by hosting Torah scholars as guests in one's home, which is tantamount to offering the Talmud, since Talmud is numerically equivalent to 4 holiest. This is because the main rectification comes through the oilas Talmud, which corresponds to 4 olives, by way of which the olives are rectified and one attains Torah of holiness. Nanach, nachman, nachman, meuman, which corresponds to the oilas Talmud, kindness of Abraham. Study the Torah well together with the mystical intentions, and you will understand how all the intentions connected to the section of the Talmud are embodied with the lesson. Study this well, and you will understand wonders. Lesson 29, the lesson that the sages of Athens said. This man who sought a certain woman for a wife, but they would not hand her over to him. Why did he go looking for one of a superior status? He took a peg and tried to insert it towards the bottom of the wall, but it would not go in. He then tried to insert it higher up, and it went in. He said, this one too may find his bat, mazel's soulmate. This was who sought a certain woman for a wife, but they would not hand her over to him. Number one, not everything spoken is considered speech, specifically speech that goes unheard or unaccepted it is not considered speech, as in there is no utterance and no words without their voice being heard. Now, the main reason why speech is accepted is because there is something beneficial in it, for everyone desires benefit. Therefore, when there is benefit in that which is spoken, it is heard and accepted, but when it lacks any benefit, it is not accepted. But how does one make speech beneficial? By drawing speech from das, experiential, applied knowledge, that is, then it is beneficial. But when speech lacks das, it is of no benefit. And without das, the soul has no benefit. The soul being a reference to speech, as in man, became a living soul, which translates as a speaking soul, too. Now raising and elevating das is accomplished by praising the tzaddikim. Nach, nachman, meuman, tzaddikim are praised and lauded. Das is elevated as in like an eagle arousing its cane nest. Nanach, nachman.